San Francisco at home for Monday Night Football 2023 NFC title game rematch. Forgive Detroit if they feel a little like Mason the Line Dixon to the 49ers' Rocky Balboa.
The 49ers have won this crazy championship game and they are going to the Super Bowl.
Lions aren't buying into the Hollywood script though. They have no problem taking out an old beat-up has-been if it means locking up home field for the playoffs.
Here's what Dan Campbell had to say this week. Nobody writes our story. There's a lot of football left.
You got everything money can buy, but what it can't buy. Not pride in this case, the number one seed. Detroit is oh so close, but with Minnesota on their A, they can't let off the gas. Offense went for 34 points versus Chicago, so 34 plus in their last three each.
Back looking, throwing end zone, caught, touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs on the receiving end.
49ers don't have anything on the line at this point. Lions taking on a defense that gave up 29 points to Miami. Not one sack, no takeaways.
He's going to throw for the end zone, caught, touchdown. It is Tyreek Hill.
But there is some fight in there. Goff faces a secondary that held Tua Tagovailoa to a low 90s rate, just 6.3 yards per attempt, only 215 yards.
There's nowhere to throw that ball.
Jared was literally toying with the Bears at times, comes in off a 3-touchdown, 137 rate, 330-plus yard game, 280-plus yards 3 straight, 100-plus rate 4 straight.
Yeah, they're having fun with it.
49ers had trouble with the tight end and running back positions a week ago. Goff has Sam Laporta, 43 yards and a touchdown versus Chicago.
Sam Laporta, touchdown, Detroit Lions! Oh my goodness!
Jahmyr Gibbs is a fine pass catcher, 45 yards last week.
Gibbs with blockers, first down and more, still going.
And he has a couple fine wideouts. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 70 yards and a touchdown in his most recent outing.
St. Brown works his way inside the 5 to the end zone, touchdown.
St. Brown over 1,000 yards for the year now. Jameson Williams up to 890 after going for 143 versus Chicago. He's fast.
Ridiculously fast. And there's Tyreek Stevenson. He's playing off man. Jonathan Owens, they both underestimate how fast Jameson Williams is.
Goff only sacked once week 16, only one taken 3 of their last 4 each. Their line also assisting Mr. Gibbs to the tune of 109 rush yards, 4.7 a trip. Scored Jahmyr at 1156 and 12 TDs for the year.
It's Gibbs again. This time he's in.
49ers defense he faces this week gave up 70 receiving yards to Devon Achane, 120 rush yards. They did not play the running back well in that loss.
There he goes. He's got wide open space. Achane!
Niners' own run game. On its 14th running back, Patrick Taylor didn't do much in Miami. Brock Purdy in the passing attack generated 310-plus yards. BCB with a couple of touchdowns.
Touchdown it is. Saubert with the catch.
Juwan Jennings, 51 yards, now has 856 for the year.
Down the field it goes to Jennings. What a catch.
Debo recovered from the brick to the choppers, I guess. Samuel, 96 yards and a touchdown versus the Dolphins, had been quiet for a while.
Fights for it. What an effort. Debo into the end zone.
And Mr. Crazy Puff, Crazy Poof, George Kittle led them with 106 yards, 967 for 2024.
Up top, look at Kittle make the catch, then rumble down to the 20-yard line.
Still, the 49ers offense only mustered 17 points versus the Dolphins, under 18 points in 4 of their last 5 now.
And they're going to end the game with a sack.
Against a Detroit D that held Chicago to 17 points, a beat-up group, so that was a nice showing as they wrap up the regular season.
Oh, fumble. Ball comes loose, and the Lions have recovered.
Brock does face a secondary that gave up over 330 yards to Caleb Williams, a couple of touchdowns, a rate over 100, over 75 yards allowed to Rome Odunze, over 140 to Keenan Allen.
Williams, another nice throw. Keenan Allen, touchdown.
Lions defense, no problem with DeAndre Swift runs. Caleb did hurt him with a few scampers, though. Last year's playoff meeting between these two was one of 3 they've been involved in. We don't need to rehash what just happened, so let's rehash their second playoff encounter, 1983 divisional round, really good game. So you have Detroit quarterback Gary Danielson, wow, no touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and yet Detroit rides Billy Sims to 100+ yards, 2 TDs, and a lead in the fourth quarter. San Francisco's quarterback, Joe Wyoming. He leads a late drive, which he wasn't very good at normally, hits Freddie Solomon from 14 out to win it 24-23.
A 24-23 victory entitled the 49ers to vie for their second NFC championship in 3 seasons.